Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Queen Anne Cannon, the host for Peninsula View. So I want to thank you for tuning in. We have a really great show today. We're going to be introducing other organizations. We're going to find out what their purpose is. We're going to find out what they've accomplished in 2018. But more importantly, we're going to see how you can support them in the events they're putting on for 2019. So welcome to the show. And my first guest is Hewitt Joyner. He's going to say the organization, and he's going to let you know how you can support the very viable organization that he's developing here in San Jose.
Well, hi, Queen Anne.
Hi, Hewitt.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome.
All right. And thanks for the opportunity to speak to the audience. My name is Hewitt Joyner, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer and founder of the Joyner Payne Youth Service Agency. The Youth Service Agency is a nonprofit organization that oversees several other projects. Our biggest project is the Black Legends Award and the San Jose Black History Museum, Silicon Valley. We're very, very happy to announce that we were able to open up our museum this year on October 31st, thanks to the hard work of Clarissa Moore, Ellen Rollins, Forrest Williams, Aaron Hicks, Bob Strada, Asia Simmons, and myself. We also, this year, had our third consecutive fundraising event, which is called the Black Legend Awards. And this is where we honor the significant contributions of black people who have been in the Valley. And we do that in several areas. Just to name the few would be health and medicine, STEM, business and entrepreneurship, and many, many other categories. There are about 11 of them. This year also we, for the first year, opened up the category on organizations. And the organization that was honored was the NAACP. And that's very fitting because that was one of the first agencies that was here in the Valley, and they had done a lot of significant work. So basically, everything that we're doing right now is going to support the San Jose Black History Museum. And we're going to need all types of support. Certainly we're going to need money. But more than that, we're also going to need a lot of volunteers. So if you're interested in black history, if you're interested in making sure that we can keep our doors open, and so that other people can see the black history exhibits, then hopefully you'll come and you'll volunteer. If you'd like to volunteer, if you'd like to contribute, our phone number is 408-320-2111. That's 408-320-2111. If you'd like to donate, you can donate either to the Black Legend Awards or the Joyner Payne Youth Service Agency. If you want to just save some time, write BLA on your checks, and you can send them to 304 North 6th Street, San Jose, California 95112. We appreciate any help that you can give us. And again, we're very happy that we've been able to open up this museum, open these exhibits, and also honor black people who made significant contributions to the Valley. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Hewitt. And I hope that you get lots of people who are watching this, people in the audience, that will contribute, because it's a worthwhile, because if we don't honor ourselves, we don't tell our history, who will?
That's
so
true.
Thank you for coming up with that, you collectively, coming up with that commitment to have that.
Well, thank you.
Yes. So next, just a moment, we'll have another guest who has an awesome organization that's been around for a long time. So don't move. Okay, welcome back. So my next guest, I've known her for a number of years. I've been part of the organization. the National Council of Negro Women. Terrell Shoemaker has been a past president for a number of times, right? More than once. But she's here. She's going to tell you more about the program. But it's a program that's been around for a long time, and they're one of the agencies that meet here at the Afro Center, African American Community Service Agency. So, Terrell, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. The National Council of Negro Women was established in 1935 by Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, and the purpose of it was she wanted to get together a council of Negro women so that they could be a collective advocate for Negro women's rights. The organization has grown throughout the years. Right now, our current president is Janetta Cole, who just became the president, and I am a member of the Santa Clara County section. And some of the things that we do, we've had a job search workshop for high school students. We have conducted campaigns to get donation items for Life Moves, which was formerly Envision, and also for Grateful Garment. Do you know about Grateful Garment?
No, I don't.
Grateful Garment was established to help victims of sexual assault. What happens to them is when they go to the hospital, a lot of times their clothes are kept for evidence and they have to go home in hospital gowns or paper. So Grateful Garment collects new clothing items so that they can have something to wear from the hospital. So we've worked with them for a number of years, and this spring we are planning an identification scam workshop. So, you know, people say, well, I'll never get scammed. You'll see. And so anyway, that is our spring project. We have just finished our Christmas fundraiser, and we're always looking for new members. There are several sections in the Bay Area. There's San Francisco, Oakland, also San Jose. And if you are interested, go to the website for the National Council of Negro Women, and you will find a section that is close to you. So I've been the president for like 12 years.
A long time.
And I'm so happy we elected a new president this time. So thank you very much, Queen Anne, for allowing me to have this time to talk about the National Council of Negro Women.
You're welcome, and thank you for giving that information to the public. And if you're interested, please contact them, because they're always looking for people, and there's a worthy cause, and it's your way to contribute to the community. So thanks. Hello. So you're getting a lot of information today. So I hope you have a pen and pencil handy so you can take down, because everybody that's speaking today has something of value to bring to the community. And for you to participate, you want to know how to get in touch with them and when are their meetings and their phone number information. So my next guest is Clarissa. Clarissa Moore has, for years and years, has been collecting valuable artifacts of our history. And she did so many things in the community until now it's housed in a particular place. So I'm really excited about you being here and talking about your collection. It's become like I don't know what to call it, as a viable piece of that contribute to the whole San Jose area, especially the Black community. So thank you for not giving up and for keeping on picking up these pieces as you went through your life. So you want to tell the audience that?
Thank you, Anne, for inviting me. The collection started out as a personal collection to do bulletin boards in the elementary schools that my children attended, because the school didn't do anything for Black History Month. And I'm an old teacher from Chicago and came here and was disappointed that the schools did not do good Black history programs. So I restarted a collection of African American history that teachers and community groups use on their bulletin boards. So this collection is almost 30 years old, and it had overcome my house and my garage and my kitchen,
your
my
car,
dining room, everywhere. And so I found the first AME Zion Church here in San Jose that had the perfect spot to establish this collection, and they let me come in and create this collection that I have. And so all through their social hall, through the hallways, and 2 other rooms inside of the church is this collection. When I started it, I was still working, and I just had my laminated stuff up. I quit my job and was sitting at home feeling sorry for myself one day watching Jerry Springer and Maury. And I said, I got to turn the television off. And I said, Clarissa, you got something to do. Go do it. So I put some money, invested some money in creating frames and showcasing the collection of posters and other artifacts. So it gave it an exhibit appearance, and it looks like a museum. I don't call it a museum because I didn't have authentic pieces in the museum. I had a collection of reproduced educational material, posters, writings, LPs, just a small collection of the things that I could find and I was interested in. My collection is not chronological. I have grouped it in different categories. For example, one of the categories that I have is called What's a Plantation? I met a young man here in San Jose that didn't know that when our community was enslaved, they lived on places called plantations. So I have a whole wall dedicated to what is a plantation. What does it look like? Who were the people? What were their responsibilities? But also, how long did we live on these plantations? Over 300 years. And so the collection has grown. People have given me their grandmother's collections, other school teachers who have retired. I have gotten more stuff in the last couple of years that people have donated so I can help tell the story. So now I'm able to make traveling exhibits. Somebody wants something for their classroom or for their school or for their job. I have these pieces that they can borrow to set up. Now, I'm inside of the First AME Zion Church, which is located at 95 East 20th Street, the corner of San Fernando and 20th Street here in San Jose. I'm closed on Sundays and Mondays, and we have private viewings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it will be open for the general public. If you would like to get in touch with me and set up a tour, or when I'm available, or when the exhibit will be open, my phone number is 408-205-0549. Again, 408-205-0549. Now, I'm beginning to work with Hewitt Joyner on this San Jose Silicon Valley Black History Museum. So we are in a partnership to expand the concept of a black museum in San Jose. A family, Dr. Lawrence and Wilma Hooper, were well known in our community. They donated 115 African artifacts from their personal collections. And so now the church has given me more space, and we have created a big display room of these African artifacts. And this is an important piece to show our history from the African part of who we are and where we are. We know many of our people people in the community will never go back east to big museums. I was born and raised in Chicago, went to the History Museum, the DuSable Museum. But these artifacts are authentic, and they're the original pieces. And they're not at the basement of some dusty old museum. They're right where people can enjoy them and see them. So we were expanding our space. We're expanding our program piece. We're designing now every Friday of the month we will have an activity. First Friday, movie nights. Second Friday, some literature and teachings. The third Friday will be open mic. And then that fourth Friday will be real important. It will be for families, and for families to come with their children. We will have a supper, and then we will go through teaching about Black history and understanding who we are as a people, to reinforce in our children the value of our own accomplishments. So our children will know that they stand on the shoulders of greatness, and that those who've gone before them, there's nothing for them to be ashamed of being an African American and to be successful. And so this exhibit highlights the successes of all of our people in all kind of categories. So
Yay, thank you again, thank you.
Thank you.
So as you can see, there's a lot happening in San Jose all year round from different organizations. You can educate your children, you can come and support them. They need support financially, volunteerism, and actually just to spread the word, so they, from their vision, they brought something from a vision to existence. It's a reality. And you can help support that and keep it going. And so we have one more guest, so just hold on. Another great person is going to come and tell you about another organization.
Thank you, Ann.
You did good. Hi, this is Queen Anne. I'm back again with our last guest. He's a member of the community. He has been contributing to this community for a number of years. And the project that he's working on and been working on is something I really, really am impressed with, because it's called the Heritage House. He'll tell you more details about that. But it's like, something from San Jose, period, just San Jose, and the African American people here. So my guest is Al Farley. So Al Farley, introduce yourself and tell where you are with the Heritage House.
I'm Al Farley. I've been in San Jose since 1969, and am a spokesperson for the African American Heritage House, as well as the Community Outreach Coordinator. And the African American Heritage House started in 2008, a few weeks after President Obama got elected to office. A sister by the name of Lula Briggs started the African American Heritage House in a turn-of-the-century house that she got donated, and it sits in the San Jose History Park in San Jose. There, inside this house, there are approximately 4 rooms, and downstairs they have a gallery of pictures and artifacts that represent a lot of the history of San Jose as far as the African American experience. They put on various events at the house. In the history park, they have rooms and facilities that are much larger, as well as a huge outdoor park. If you've never been there, you should definitely go. They have a train. They have all kinds of events for children, and as well as thousands of visitors come through the park every year. So I have to say that the house actually represents the city of San Jose's African American community to the entire world. I've been in the house and have witnessed people from Germany, Australia, Africa, all over coming through the park, as well as a few of the local African Americans and other members of the San Jose community come through the park, and usually there is someone there. We don't open the doors every day. It's usually open on certain weekends, so you have to call ahead of time in order to make sure that we are open at the park. So that's the main aspects of the history park. We have hosted lots of events over the years for the community and various community groups. So you can always contact us and let us know if there's something you'd like to host there at the park, at the facilities. Last year, we hosted a number of events, starting off usually with Kwanzaa. We have a Children's Day holiday program, the Black History Month program. We have authors like Dr. Khalid White, Tyson Amir, Sylvester Harris, and Venus Jones have all done book signings there, as well as the Dr. Martin Luther King papers are hosted in the History House. It's a 7-volume collection that was put together by the Dr. Martin Luther King Institute up at Stanford. Very few people know about it. We haven't promoted it a lot, but in the future we're going to be opening it up for people can come up to the library and view those books, as well as we have a library collection of African American books upstairs above the History House. So there's a lot going on there. What we're looking for now is more people and volunteers and people to get involved with the Heritage House. I call it History House, but it's Heritage is History. What's going to be going on in the very near future is that we are looking currently at redoing our mission statement. We're recruiting new board members, and we're going into our 10th year anniversary. So at this 10th year anniversary, we're going to have a big celebration. We're going to be announcing in the near future, as well as it's the 500 year of the African slave trade when we first began. So we're going to be celebrating that period of time and our history. So we're going to try to put something together for that, as well as a number of other events that we're planning on putting on again next year. We're looking for people, and especially young people, to come in and possibly be docents to show and give people tours at the African American Heritage House. And that should be a great learning experience, because they will get to learn a lot about our history. We go back from the Great Migration all the way up to current times.
Okay, so thanks, Al. So one of the things that I really was impressed with, that they have stories about the residents of San Jose, Santa Clara Valley, some of the early black citizens, and what they've contributed, and you can go see their house. And then you had a guy that came by and did, what was that painting? He did like he does paintings, like ink paintings, pencil paintings of different people in San Jose. So I want to encourage people to call the number and take a tour of the Heritage House and participate in your annual tea, sweet tea that you give. And the Kwanzaa is an awesome program, because I've been there a couple of times to participate, not so much participate, but to be part of the audience. And there's another, I think it's a book signing. They have different authors that come out, and so it's really a great contribution to the community. So as I said to the audience, there's a lot going on here, and my purpose today was to let you highlight some of the desires that people saw that was missing in terms of what's happening in San Jose regarding the black community, and they have put stuff in place, put activities, put an organization in place so that will not die with us. It will live on. So I want to thank you for this is a year-end program for Peninsula View, and I hope you use this information to really track what's going to be happening in 2019.
I wanted to comment on an announcement, and that is on the 30th of December, we're going to be hosting NIA Kwanzaa celebration. So the entire community is invited. The website is www.ahhsanjose.org. Excuse me, again, aahhsanjose.org is the website address. The address at the History Park is 1635 Phelan, Phelan Street in San Jose, right off of the corner of Phelan and Center Road.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thanks again for promoting it. Thanks for coming and being my guest today. I want to thank all the guests who were here. You made such a contribution, and I hope people who watch it take this opportunity to participate in what's happening in San Jose. Queen Anne Cannon, Peninsula View. Good afternoon.